Marvel stuff, breaking distribution, D23 Disney Unveils fall 2023 schedule panels. Let's see what everything always has to say about this and check this out.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka All Fires Now. As I'm sure many of you have become accustomed, we can only really expect a major announcement, panel, or reveals from Marvel Studios twice a year. The first of which, San Diego Comic-Con, which doesn't always go down. They opted out voluntarily in the summer between Infinity War and Avengers Endgame in 2018. Obviously, they weren't there in 2020 because of the pandemic. There was no San Diego Comic-Con. But unfortunately, this year, we didn't get one only because of the studios opting out due to the writers and the actors strike that's going down in Hollywood. Now, there were a lot of us who were optimistic that if those negotiations could take a turn for the better, maybe we'd have a chance of getting the strikes resolved and then we'd get an announcement at D23. But unfortunately, D23 only happens officially in Anaheim every other year, leaving the last hope for this year, the D23 destination event, September 8th through the 10th down in Orlando, which Deadline just officially revealed the schedule. And at first I got excited because I saw the word Marvel's Avengers and then realized, unfortunately, it's not a Marvel Studios panel. So we are going to go over the schedule, and while this is not the update that we were all hoping for, I think there's still a chance that Marvel could do some sort of presentation before the end of the year. They have done so in the past. We'll talk about that as well. We're breaking it all down, the latest official announcement for the schedule for the Destination D23 event. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with Loki. We've also got 2 more after that. Again, all you gotta do is be a sub, leave a comment on this video if you want, stick around to the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so to quickly reiterate, the D23 that we saw last year, that's their main D23 event. That's only every other year in Anaheim, and last year we were treated to a Marvel panel that sort of rivaled the size and scope of the one at San Diego Comic-Con Hall H. Now, in the meantime, they are doing a destination event, which is meant to be much smaller, in Orlando, Florida, and today we got the official schedule from that, confirming there is no Marvel Studios panel at Destination D23. Now, there is a Marvel panel that says celebrating 60 years of Avengers, but if you go on to read the description for that panel, it says to celebrate 60 years of Earth's mightiest superhero team, the Avengers. The all-star roster of beloved characters has been uniting to fight foes that no single hero could withstand. Now join Marvel Comics Editor-in-Chief C.B. Cebulski to track the comics history of the Avengers across 6 decades and beyond. So really, it's focused on Marvel and the Avengers, not Marvel Studios. There is a Marvel panel, it's just not the sort of panel that we were hoping for. And as I just mentioned, if you've been paying attention to the headlines at all with what's going on with the pandemic, then there was really no chance there was going to be any kind of panel presentation anyway. They really need the actors to do that when they're live and in person. However, Marvel Studios in the past relied on one other method for doing a huge slate presentation, and that was actually a video released right at the end of the pandemic year in 2020, in December going into 2021, where for the shareholders, they released an entire slate with Kevin Feige in the back of a green screen where he talked about all the upcoming products and basically did a big slate reveal in lieu of there being nothing the entirety of 2020. So while I would never compare what's going on with the strikes to the pandemic, those are 2 totally different things in size and scope, they are the same in their effect on Hollywood with basically nothing going on right now. And because of that, I wonder if Marvel Studios won't prioritize the same sort of thing and for the end of the year. I don't have any sort of scoop on that or industry insider knowledge. I'm just reading the tea leaves as someone who's been reporting on this stuff and feeling the same way that we were back then with not knowing when Marvel Studios would be able to start back up with new projects. And considering they didn't get any announcements that year, I'm wondering if they won't do the same this year, but I wouldn't anticipate anything like that until the end of the year. Which I know a lot of you have asked what happens in the face of the strikes if they continue to go, and really nobody knows. That's kind of what we're all waiting to see now, is just how long each side is willing to hold out with what they're willing to bargain for. And unfortunately, while last week it was reported there was some movement on the side of the writers in the studios, as soon as those talks were meant to go down, they actually dissolved because the offering of the studios, which they made public on their own behalf, was completely rejected by the writers. So it seems like it might even be getting worse than getting better, and for the time being. And so what I would say, basically, this is one major caveat to there being any announcements for Marvel Studios in anytime soon is that while they probably love to come out and keep promoting future projects, they can't put any dates on anything until these strikes are resolved anyway. And it's not just about being sure the actors can come to San Diego Comic-Con, it's about making sure the actors can actually film new movies. Now, we had reported here at the channel that some of the projects that were already underway and had stopped earlier this summer, like Daredevil, Born Again, and Wonder Man, due to the pickets from the writer's strike. Before the actors ever went on strike, they continued to film on those projects, but unfortunately, they're going to reach major delay and setback points, or have already this year. That's even more compounded by the fact that while they are going to push forward with Loki Season 2, presumably Echo will be released on Disney Plus as well, it's really hard to imagine a world where Marvel Studios is okay releasing and promoting the Marvels without having Brie Larson and Iman Vellani, without having the actors there to do it. It's just part of what Marvel has always done, especially for a film like that, so closely tied to the actors and their personalities. I would assume that if the strikes have not resolved or are not reaching any sort of resolution and close in sight, they may end up pulling the Marvels from its current release in November and pushing it back to May of next year, which, if that ends up happening, is going to sort of put dominoes in place falling for 2024 and the rest of Phase 5. Perhaps that would be the time to go ahead and release an updated slate, at least for what's coming in 2024. But I feel like it's worth mentioning that over the last 2 years, other than the films, which are locked in place obviously much further in advance so that all the studios know when movies are coming out, they haven't given us schedules for Disney Plus. Or they do, but it's really shortly before the show comes out. We don't even know if Echo's coming this year confirmed. We've heard that it is from the industry insider trades, but we don't even know that it's coming. It's just we're wait and see pattern, which is basically where Marvel Studios is at right now. So I would say, if I had to truly make a bet on this, that until the strikes are over, Marvel will not do any sort of panel announcement, and unfortunately, we may be waiting until summer of 2024, San Diego Comic-Con Hall H, to get that kind of announcement that we were hoping we might see at a D23 event this year. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. As always, which projects are you most hyped for? And hopefully you're not too disappointed. I think the writing was on the wall. We weren't getting a presentation this year. I'm all ears. Quickly, let's get into giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we are still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. We've got at least 3 more before the end of the year. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with Loki in just about a month and a half. If you want to be entered to win, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here, always live with the comments shown on screen and with my voice. So please be safe and vigilant on any platform you're at. Please remember, anybody can claim to be a content creator and tell you you've won a prize, but no content creators will ever charge you for shipping, let alone tell you you've won in a comment. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at Unveils. Best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Please subscribe, like this video. Have a great day, and see you guys. Bye.